Hello, my friends. How are y'all doing? I hope that y'all are doing good. And I don't know why I'm talking like that. But anyway, I hope that y'all are doing good. Y'all already know who it is. Y'all already know what day it is. Y'all know what time it is. It's Perkins Talks. All these Perkins. It's me. How are y'all doing? That's the biggest question. How are you doing? Not sure if y'all really realize, but we in March. I know some of y'all probably thought it was like February Junior, but it's not. It's in we's in March. We are in March, y'all. So the biggest question is, how are you doing? How are you doing? I don't think we get asked that question enough, but most importantly, I don't think that we are real enough to answer how are we doing. So now if y'all hear some noise in the background, number one, I'm driving. That's why it just became dark just now. And number two, it's raining outside. So you're going to hear some water. You're going to hear some water dripping on my windshield. But it's because it's raining. But yeah, I don't think that we get to answer that question probably on how are we doing, you know? I think that if we were really honest with ourselves, we could say that it's tough. It ain't easy. It's not a walk in the park, you know? This year has been going by so fast. I mean, it feels like December already, but it's not December. But yeah, this year has been going by pretty fast, you know? January came and gone. February is now came and gone. And now we're in March. We are in, the second week in March, I think we are now. And it has just been flying by, y'all. Just flying by. Like these cars are doing. They're flying by. It's crazy. But we do got to get on with our goals and plans. If you've slipped off, you know, we could always come right back to that and restart it. You know, restart our goals, restart our plans, restart what we want to see coming this year, restart what we want to accomplish coming this year. It's possible, y'all. It's possible to do it. We just gotta get focused and get down to doing it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's really the biggest part, is really just sitting down and actually doing the work, sitting down and actually revisiting all your goals, your plans, your visions, all of that, you know? Just reassessing it, you know? And one famous philosopher, I think it was Galileo, I forgot. And matter of fact, I even have it tattooed on my arm, but I still forgot who said it. He said at the beginning of wisdom is to know thyself. Of course, we as Christians, we know that the beginning of wisdom is knowing God. But knowing thyself, right, is so important. And the reason why is important, you got to know your limits. You got to know your abilities. You got to know your boundaries so that people don't cross your boundaries and so that you don't go beyond your limit. Because a lot of times, right, when you go into the gym, let's say we're going to the gym, right? We're working out. It's the beginning of the year. We're working out. We're going hard. We run on the treadmill. We riding the elliptical for an hour. We going on the treadmill for an hour. We dedicated. We are going hard, right? But if you don't know your limit, you're going to crash. You're going to crash. You're going to burn out, and you just want to give up. But that's why knowing your limits is important. Knowing what you can push your body to is important. And yeah, pushing yourself to go in that extra limit, pushing yourself to go in that extra mile is good. But when you tire yourself out, you're only just beating the air, basically. You're not servicing yourself the way you need to be serviced. So that's why it's important to knowing who you are, knowing your limits, knowing your boundaries, knowing what you can and can't do. and then doing it, you know. And that's like I said, that's the difficult part, is knowing thyself. Every day we gotta sit with ourselves. Every day we gotta get cozy with ourselves. But that's up to us to do that, you know. When I was single, what I would do a lot of times, I would take myself out on a date. I'll take myself out on a date, a nice little date. Either I'm going to go to the movies, either I'm going to go bowling, either I'm going to go somewhere and then go out to eat, go play pool, or go out to eat, you know. I've done that by myself. And I've tried to tell other people, like, yo, you're single? Go ahead and do this by yourself. Because at the end of the day, you got to know you. You got to get to know you. So that's why going on dates with you is important. Just you by yourself. You and Jesus. You and Jesus. Just going out on dates by yourself. Knowing what you like. Knowing what you don't like. Knowing what you can tolerate. Knowing what you can't tolerate. Knowing what seems fun to you. And knowing what does not seem fun to you. You know? Because especially if you're single, doing all that stuff, it will help you now when you have that partner that's going to come into your life. Because then, if she likes to go to museums, you're like, man, you know, I don't like to go to museums. Or she likes to go to, does she like to go to bars on the weekends? You know, and you gotta see for yourself, man. Do I like going to bars? I don't think I like going to bars. Nah, I don't like to go. I don't like hanging out on bars on the bar hopping on the weekend. That's not me. So now you know that person's not for you. Now you know that their lifestyle is not what your lifestyle is. Now you know to look into another person and see what they like, you know. But that's why I said all of this is all about knowing you, knowing who you are. That's why we gotta know ourselves and your boundaries. You know, you gotta know your boundaries, man. Because you don't want nobody crossing your boundaries. You don't want nobody saying, doing something that goes against your moral compass, your moral belief. You don't want that. So that's why you gotta know your boundaries. You know, knowing what you can tolerate and knowing what you can't tolerate. And this comes more than just a relationship wise, but it's like, I mean. It becomes more than a relationship. It's in the friendship wise too, you know, because you know, if your friend is doing something that goes against your moral compass, your moral beliefs, and everything you stand for, and you're like, all right, well, I don't need to hang out with this person. This person's a foo-foo head. This person's a banana breath. I need to be hanging out with this person, man. Now you know. Okay, now I have to do stuff that's going to benefit me. I have to do stuff that's going to add value to my life and not take away. That's why I said knowing who you are is most important in life. Ooh, Jesus. Knowing who you are is most important in life. Knowing who you are. So, how are you? How are you doing? Is there stuff that you know that you need to add to your life? Is stuff that you know you need to take away from your life? Do you need to start doing stuff differently? Do you need to start handling stuff a different way? Do you need to readjust your goals? Do you need to readjust your plans? What is it that you need to do? You gotta figure that out and then do it. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard. But you gotta figure that out. You gotta do that for yourself. That's why I said, how are you doing? How are you doing? You know? And be honest with yourself, man. Like that's always the hardest part, right? It's just being honest with ourselves. We gotta be honest. Number one, we gotta be honest with ourselves, and number one, we gotta be honest with others, and number three, which is actually number one. We gotta be honest with God. You know, because if you know that you're not, if you know that you're not where you're supposed to be, it's time to readjust. It's time to reassess, man. It's time to figure all of that out. Because if you know that you're not, ooh, I'm getting tongue tied. I'm sorry, y'all. Because you know that if this is not where you're supposed to be, oh man, we gotta do something different then. And I gotta reassess, man. I gotta reassess. I gotta redo things, man. If you know that, if you know a job is not servicing you in the way that you want to be serviced, it's time to go. Hey, thank you for the education. Thank you for the enlightenment. Thank you for the illumination. I gotta go. I gotta go. And I do apologize, but I got to go. I gotta go. So, like I said, if something's not servicing you the way you want it to be, it's time to say, yep, well, it's time for me to go, man. Sorry. This is not helping me how I want it to be helped. This is not feeding my soul. This is not feeding who I am. So I gotta count my losses. But you know what? It's all good. I've learned a lesson. I learned a mighty good lesson. But it's time for me to go. Thank you. Listen, y'all. That's Perkins Talks. That's me. All things Perkins. Go to PerkinsCloset.com. We got a lot of stuff on there. We got a lot of stuff that is coming up. So definitely check the website. If I advertise something and it's not on the website, which I don't think I have done, you can definitely send me a message. Let me know, and we'll take care of you. You understand what I'm saying? We'll help you out. Yeah, you know. But definitely, y'all, check out all of that stuff that's on the website. Check out everything. And if there's something you want me to talk about, just send me a message. Like, hey, can we talk more about that? I'll do it. I'll be nice in doing it, you know. Y'all just gotta let me know. Alright? Take care, y'all. And I'll definitely be seeing y'all next time. Yep.